This one towards O'Reilly, heads it back into the middle, and it's in! I'm not sure how. Muirhead was in amongst it. Graham might benefit here, and great touch, take it in his stride. He's wide on the right. Crosses it in, Turner's there, doesn't quite happen, falls back to Turner, and he squeezes it past the goalkeeper. Mix up in the Montrose defence.
Motherwell have gone 3-0 up against Edinburgh City. This will try to go 3-2 up here at Firhill.
Milne flicks it on towards goal. Brian Graham's there, and he bundles it in. Another. Find the right side of the post, ends up striking the post. Here's a ball in behind for Robinson, through on goal. Defender coming back. No, slots it in, and Thistle have their opening goal at long last. Turner to take. Floated. Ashcroft rises. His header, that one was over the line. Brian Graham smuggles it in. Thistle are 2-0 up, whatever you think. It's Bannigan to float it into the box again. Milne heads it down to Brian Graham. Graham back to Milne, he takes a shot. Oh, and that one finds the bottom corner. Lovely finish for Dyack, who lays it wide to Turner. Turner into the Edinburgh City box, plays it across to Dyack, and he just uses his knee or his thigh to divert it in. And he's got his 4th goal for Thistle. From the left-hand side, we'll come back to that. Swung in, it's towards Williams, headed back towards the own goal, and it's on the goal line, and it's going to spin in. Williams slide tackles it in, and it's a first Partick Thistle goal for Wasiri Williams. Inside the box, right of centre. Turner takes, and Turner scores! Off the inside of the post, I think. Crawford lifting it out to Fitzpatrick on the left-hand side. Turner inside, Dan O'Reilly on the outside. It goes to Turner. Turner trying to get it back to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick curls it and finds a corner. Wonderful play by Aidan Fitzpatrick, helped out by... Plays it on to Robbie Crawford. Crawford quickly looking for Graham. It finds Graham, who's in behind. Fitzpatrick easing his man off the ball. Graham slots it in. Thistle are back on level terms, and it's their skipper looking to find the back of the net from 12 yards. Turner does convert, sends the keeper the wrong way. Well taken. And he scores. Same corner as Turner, sends the keeper the wrong way again. Sneaks in past Oxborough, and that. Still Fitzpatrick on to Turner. Turner through to Ablade, onto his left foot, squeezing it in! Terry Ablade with a debut goal! Turner towards the back post area. Milne goes in and wins the header! By Turner to Chalmers, back to Turner. Turner on to Fitzpatrick. Takes the shot, undeflected, and in! Thistle have the second goal! And it floated in. Ashcroft rises, good header away. McKenzie shot into the corner! Xander McKenzie with his first senior goal, and what a goal it is as well! To Bannigan, and now it can go further wide to Harry Milne on the left to take on Buchanan. Gets a bit of room to put the cross, and it's a good cross as well, and Graham heads in! Brilliant work on the left-hand side from Harry Milne. To his right foot and then plays it into the box. Good delivery as well. Milne flicks it on and into the corner. Harry Milne has been a key player in this second half of Thistle. O'Reilly goes and wins a header. It's on to Fitzpatrick. Now Thistle can try and get some bodies forward. Milne on the overlap. Fitzpatrick takes it infield instead. Goes back outside. On his left foot, takes a shot. Oh, and he sneaks it under Mehmet. It's Aidan Fitzpatrick in the 18th minute. And Turner here. Turner on to Milne, galloping run down the left, cuts inside, trying to switch out to Fitzpatrick, but the pass got blocked. Then Crawford wins it, lay off. Brian Graham shot, finds the bottom corner. There he is, Brian Graham. Plays it first time in behind for Chalmers to race after, and he gets there ahead of Badley Morgan. Chalmers cutting in onto his left foot and curling one towards goal, deflected. Brian Graham's there and turns it in. There's no offside flag. Brian Graham scores again against Airdrieonians at the West End of Firhill. Middle of the pitch to the left in the Airdrie half, plays it to Milne, back to Bannigan, back to Milne. It's a great ball forward. Milne step over across the middle, and Graham touches it in. Thistle are back in front. Alive for Thistle, back to Megwa. Megwa puts a cross in towards the back post. Milne try to keep it alive. It's up into the air, and Ferry and Graham go for it. Ferry drops it. Chalmers puts it in, and it's a goal for Thistle. Turner just floats this one in. O'Reilly rises, heads it towards goal. Robinson bundles it in. And Thistle have the lead. Dan O'Reilly heading it back across. He'd scored an absolute screamer against Hamilton, I think it was, as Milne spreads the play out to Chalmers. Chalmers lays it back to Robinson first time, and then Robinson back out wide to Chalmers, waiting on the support from Megwa. Chalmers attacking Stevenson, put a left foot crossing towards the back post. Brian Graham's there, heads it back across goal, and then what a brilliant cross from Logan Chalmers. Support. Fitzpatrick steps infield, now looks for the ball through to Robinson. It's a great ball as well. Robinson with the left foot shoots. Albinson makes a mess of it, and Thistle are in front. The corner kick. This towards the back post. O'Reilly goes up, wins the header, back across. Robinson touches it in, and it's that connection again. Graham just at the edge of the box, laying it back to Crawford now. Crawford on to Robinson. Robinson looking for Graham, is there, heads it past Albinson and in. Brian Graham makes it through to release Chalmers, and it's a decent ball. Albinson though come for it. He's outside his box, plays it off of Chalmers. Chalmers can keep it in here, getting away from Albinson, and it's in. Logan Chalmers makes it 4-1. And try to keep their foot on the gas. It's Fitzpatrick to take on Tumulty. Going on the outside, left foot cross. Brian Graham's there, and it's 5-1. Brilliant. To Queen's Park's number 15. Long ball from Turner. Ashcroft goes up, wins the header. It's Brian Graham now, laying it off to Crawford onto his right foot.
Goal.
Finds the bottom corner, and Robbie Crawford has the. Duncan now. Chalmers checks infield. Looks for the cross in the middle. Header towards the own goal. It is an own goal. Chalmers cross. Kyle Turner started run up, steps up, sends the keeper the wrong way. Thistle have the lead with 7 minutes to play. Looking to get it to Chalmers, picks him out and towards Brian Graham, and he forces it home. Brian Graham on the score sheet against Airdrieonians once again. 11.
What's high?
Towards Sayers, over his head. McCabe heads it up into there. Dan O'Reilly meets in, heads it in, and he's finally got his goal. Dan O'Reilly. If it is to be him, it'll be Turner, bending it around the wall off the post. Brian Graham helps in, and Thistle are in front. It's Fitzpatrick playing it out to Chalmers, who's on the right here, taking on Scott. Right footed cross blocked, comes back towards Chalmers, comes back to Scott, back to Chalmers again, puts it back in the middle. Brian Graham taps it home. He picks Chalmers out, good control, gets past his man. Chalmers into the Morton box, looking for the cutback, puts it across. Fitzpatrick touches it in, and Thistle have their equaliser in double. Turner quickly into Robinson, flicks it on to Brian Graham, who's onside. Now on to Robinson. Robinson out to Chalmers, sets himself, shoots low, saved by Oyemi, and it's in! Through the goalkeeper's legs, and Chalmers with the quick response for Thistle. And just as it was nice play at the edge of the Thistle, invited forward and playing it out to Fitzpatrick, who can take on Tumulty. Fitzpatrick, left footed cross, great area, Brian Graham touches it in, and Thistle are level, and it's the instant impact.
Doesn't really like missing from 2 inches, and he puts that one away beautiful. What a cross.
So Turner, floating one in. Macbeth and O'Reilly attack it, it's headed on, will come to Brian Graham at the back stick, putting it back in towards the middle, it's blocked. Now Stanway onto his right foot, taking a shot on a curling one, what a goal! Ben Stanway with the curling right foot. Patrick at the left corner of the box, can take on McLennan, lays it back to Stanway, angle 2 shoot, takes the low shot, and this time saved by Stone, and Milne falls up and puts it in, and Thistle have that lifeline they were looking for. Chalmers again, near post area. Robinson flicks it on. Comes to Dan O'Reilly on the volley, deflected and in! Dan O'Reilly! Forward quickly for Ablade. Ablade controls it and takes it out wide. Going to run with it down the channel. And he's in a race with Broadfoot, and that's a race he's going to win. Ablade across the middle. Chalmers turns it in! Thistle have the equaliser! For whatever reason it hadn't worked, but they put together a really good squad who worked really well together, and obviously the manager can take a lot of credit for that. Great ball from Ablade out to Chalmers, who's got a chance here, and he fires it into the bottom corner. Ablade to header, it will come out to Logan Chalmers on Thistle's right hand side, and Chalmers taking on Graham, getting by him, putting it in towards Brian Graham, and he turns it in!
A goal.
Fantastic finish from Brian Graham. Frizzell slightly misjudges it. Chalmers couldn't quite take it off him, but then Turner plays it forward to Bannigan, and Thistle are on the break. It's Bannigan out to Kanayo Megwa, he's on the left wing here. Support coming, Megwa holds it up, taking on Armstrong, looking for a pass, finding Brian Graham, takes a touch, shoots and scores! Brian Graham on the score sheet again. Only as far as Megwa. Megwa now can put a right foot cross in, blocked by Wilson. Now Chalmers with the cross, Nottingham can't get there, and Brian Graham turns it in at the back post. Chalmers.
Plenty of opportunity to give him even more exposure to the first team.
Terrible kick by Ferry, gives it to Brian Graham, he's out on the left hand side, he chips it across to Chalmers. Chalmers takes an early shot and finds the top corner. Logan Chalmers. There's a shove in the back of Fitzpatrick, not given. The ball forward by Turner, and Jakubiak in the middle. Chalmers on the right hand side, he tries the low cross, finds Jakubiak, who slots it in. A re-debut goal for Alex Jakubiak. Will get it further up the pitch, only as far as Turner though. Turner into Graham's feet, flick on to Chalmers. Chalmers on his left foot, fires it past the goalkeeper. Wonderful goal from Thistle, and it's that.
Something.
Chalmers puts it into the box, headed away by Agbari. Comes to Macbeth, left-footed shot. What a finish by Luke Macbeth! Touch on the chest, and then bang into the corner. Chalmers runs over it, so it's Turner towards the back post area. O'Reilly gets the header in, and that one's going to trickle in. Dan O'Reilly with his third of the. Armstrong comes out to Chalmers. Chalmers back into the box. Header, and it's in from Ben Stanley.
You were right.
Off the. Turner. Thistle making lots of passes without getting very far. Lawless plays it into the middle. Brian Graham flicks it on, and that one's into the back of the net, over the top of Linus. On the right hand side, back to Lang, who gives it away. Brian Graham onto it, slots it under the goalkeeper. An error from Tom Lang. Fitzpatrick was onto it, and Brian Graham with a calm left-footed finish puts Thistle in front. Kyle Turner taking his time. Now swinging it in towards O'Reilly. Header down. Abladi helps on, and it's in! Thistle have the winner, and it's Terry Abladi! Thistle won the first contact, and Abladi was hovering in the middle, and he just helped it on into the back of the net. And having played with 10 men for just about an hour, Thistle look like they're going to win this match. Back heel, gets it to Stanway. Stanway onto Kanayo Megwa. His low cross, turned into the back of the net. It's an own goal off of Macaulay Tate, and Thistle have. Thistle players start moving. Brian Graham to the back post, goes towards the back post. Graham's open, header, and it's in. He peeled off from the middle of the 6-yard box. Low landed it on his head, and he just cushioned it in at the near post. Past on the pitch. It's up towards Graham, just inside the Ayr box. Heads it down, Jakubiak. Graham scores! It's Brian Graham with number 100 for Thistle in the closing minutes of the second leg here at Somerset Park. Knocked down by Jakubiak, finished by Graham, and Thistle are in front.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You could not have picked a moment like that to score goal number 100 in Thistle colours in the 89th minute of the game here at Somerset Park, and Brian Graham, of all people, has turned this game on its head, and Thistle now have got 7 or 8 minutes to just concentrate.